Well, folks, this is one of the four documents filed today, this day for 26/2022. Andrew Colborn versus Netflix, Chrome Media, Synthesis Films, Lord Ricardi, and Mordimos. Pursuant to General Local Rule 79, defendant Netflix Incorporated submits the motion to restrict motion in connection with reply to support of motion to compel production of documents responsive to subpoena to Michael Griesbach, the reply brief. Although Netflix files a motion in compliance with Rule 79D, the reasons set forth below, Netflix objects to the restrictions of the documents, as there exists no basis for sealing these documents from public access. In support of its position, Netflix states as follows. On March 11, 2022, plaintiff produced documents responsive to the defendant's discovery request and cover email providing the link to download the production. Deborah Brisk, plaintiff's legal team, wrote, "At this time, all email messages are designated as attorney eyes only in the production." Plaintiff's assertion of blanket attorney eyes only designation. Plaintiff did not stamp any of the documents in the production with the confidentiality designation, as required by both the court August 19, 2021 productive order and parties agreed upon electronically stored information protocol, executed on January 31st, 2022. An email exchange on March 25th wherein defendants request to meet and confer with plaintiff's counsel regarding several deficiencies with the plaintiff's discovery production to date. Netflix expressed concern with the plaintiff's over-designation of emails as attorney eyes only and plaintiff's failure to comply with the ESI protocol. The parties scheduled to meet and confer on April 6th, in advance of which, on April 4th, Netflix provided plaintiff with an agenda for the call, a relevant part including the following subject for discussion: March 11, Colborn email production. On what basis are you concerning that all emails in March 11th production of Mr. Colborn's emails are designated attorney eyes only? At the parties meet and confer, counsel plaintiff agreed to revisit the blanket of attorney eyes only designation in March 11th production. Counsel for Netflix memorialized in its email summary of the parties meet and confer provided the plaintiff's April 8th appearing directly under the heading March 11th Colborn email production. Plaintiff responded to Netflix summary in exchange dated April 12th, writing the plaintiff would identify which emails it was maintaining the confidentiality designations by the end of this week. On April 14th, plaintiff produced a defendant's supplemental set of documents responsive to the defendant's discovery request. Plaintiff again failed to stamp any of the documents production with the confidentiality designation, and plaintiff cover emails to production assert no confidentiality designation for those documents. On April 19th, Netflix emailed plaintiff's counsel regarding designation of all emails served on 3/11/2022 as attorney eyes only. Noting plaintiffs agreed to review the designations, but don't believe we received any adjustments. Please let us know they are coming. Plaintiff counsel responded on April 22nd, stating that the plaintiff was now designated March 11 production as confidential rather than attorney eyes only, and did not reference April 14th production. Netflix plans to file with the supply brief 5 emails produced by plaintiff in its April 14th production. These 5 emails reflect various communications between plaintiff's counsel, Michael Griesbach, and producer of the documentary film called Convicting a Murderer, which is being marketed as counter-documentary to Making a Murder, regarding the lawsuit Making a Murder and possible press interviews. As noted above, none of the documents were stamped by plaintiff as confidential, out of an abundance of caution. However, counsel for Netflix emailed plaintiff's counsel 5 exhibits, noting that the intended to file a reply in exhibits publicly and a courtesy offering plaintiff's counsel the opportunity to object. If you disagree with the course, undersigned counsel made clear that Netflix does not believe that any of the 5 emails are properly considered confidential. Netflix would, if forced to file the motion, make clear to the court that would object to sealing of documents and believe that the motion should be denied and all records made publicly available. Mr. Bursick responded that Email to all sent on Friday, April 22nd, 2022 at 3:46 p.m. Responding to Counselor Netflix questions. We have designated all emails in Colborn email production as confidential. Please do not file them publicly. Netflix responded that it disagreed with plaintiff's understanding the April 22nd email that you reference addressed only emails produced by plaintiff on March 11th. Similarly, the email producing March 11th production of Mr. Colborn's emails stated that providing destination for all emails is in production. Netflix raised the plaintiff that we have not received any purported confidentiality designations for subsequent productions by plaintiff, including the April 14th production in which exhibits and questions were produced. Plaintiff's counsel did not respond, and accordingly, Netflix proceeded with this motion. There is no basis to restrict from public view any of the documents associated with the motion, including Netflix's reply brief, the seminal declaration of the 5 exhibits. Threshold. Plaintiff failed to comply with the court's productive order and the parties' ESI protocol by failing to designate the April 14th document production as confidential, either by stamping the documents as confidential or by noting the purported confidentiality of the documents transmittal email providing the production. Further, the documents are not confidential as contemplated in the production order, which permits designation to confidential. Only those documents party in good faith believes contain trade secrets or non-public, confidential, technical, commercial, financial, personal, and business information. For all the reasons herein, Netflix objects to the restriction of those documents and respectfully requests that the court deny the motion to publicly file its reply brief and related papers, dated April 26, 2022. So, this is one of the 4 documents, so I will be reading the next one. One of them is pretty long. It's almost 60 pages. So, as soon as I get them, I'll bring them to you guys, and see y'all soon.